I grew up in Slinger, Wisconsin, about 30 minutes north of here. Lived there for pretty much all throughout high school. I went to Whitewater for college, and then the last year I moved to Minnesota, and all throughout that time I was doing music. It really was just always a part of my life. I would pretty much credit it to my dad being a very big Dave Matthews fan back in the day, and I just would sing into the refrigerator door handle and from 3 years old on, and it never really went away. So. Sunlight, I close my eyes. It's a roundabout, the route I take my morning drive. Bon Iver, being from Wisconsin, when I found him, kind of really influenced me to start playing music around here too, because growing up, a lot of artists are either from LA or New York, and you're like, that's cool. But to kind of follow in his footsteps a little bit and be like, all right, someone can actually have great art made here and right from where I'm from was really cool too. My parents got me a little first stack guitar when I was 3. Little did they know I was left-handed, and it was a right-handed guitar, so I learned the right-handed guitar upside down, and by the time I understood how weird that was, it was already too late, and I had to just kind of run with it. But yeah, I learned, kind of picked up on my own, like I said, listening to Dave Matthews Band back in the day, and kind of picking up on other artists, as I grew up, and kind of learning what chords were, even though they were backwards. And but I think that can help me find a little bit more of my own unique sound, which is kind of cool. The passion I have as a musician has always been kind of something that is constantly changing. I'd say when I was younger, it was always about singing, songwriting, writing songs, and doing something like that. But the more I listened to different types of music and kind of really fell into this love for music that really is kind of glitchy and not things are coming out of nowhere and kind of very alive songs. That was when I kind of got into production and trying to understand why all these little things that are coming out of left field and out of nowhere in a song are what make it really emotional and what make it kind of drive the song to be what it is. And that is something that obviously, like I said, it's still a huge passion and huge thing of mine for anything in music. Sweetheart, lie down. But I would say now, after playing more shows and being in Milwaukee, especially now, and having a live audience hear a song in a completely different way than what I had it in my head when I'm recording is really cool. And just to be able to see how a song will make someone feel in person, and they can come up to me after and kind of tell me about what they were going through. It's a really cool feeling. And but just music in general, the passion just lies I can't not talk about it. I can't not think about it. Everyone that I'm around at all times, I'm going to be talking about music or hear something, and I love people like that in my life that are the same way, whatever their passion is. It doesn't have to be just music, but I think if you can't not talk about or feel the love for what you're doing at all times, I don't know what the point is, 'Cause the water is much clearer, honey, where we are now. It's my favorite form of how music can sound, is just absolutely stripped back. And there's been times where I wanted to put a full band together. And there's other times too when I feel like what I bring with the guitar and just my voice and making people kind of calm down and have a quiet atmosphere, I think that is something that my music brings, especially when it's just me and the guitar. And having a setting like this, especially at Anodyne, this place, I had one of my first gigs down here. Right before I moved down to Bayview here, I kind of played here the night before, and it was a really, really cool entry into this area. A setting like this is very beautiful, and I think this is just, like I said, my favorite form of music is just absolutely stripped back. Because, there can be all sorts of production and things. At the end of the day, a song is a song, and it's going to show for itself what it brings to the table.
Supported by the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, whose mission is to engage and captivate diverse audiences through acclaimed musical performances and inclusive education. Information at mso.org.